was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's good.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Goff on first down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Akers. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
To the 49.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. They'll run on first down with Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Colts 35-yard
To throw on second down is gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. Desmond King there on the coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
No good. The score remains tied, 0-0.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off here at the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. After the interception, here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
42-yard line.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's go! First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Ball carrier.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
2 brings up third down and 8.
Throwing on third. Gone. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
On second down now, Akers. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and 6. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Baker is again the ball carrier.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give this to Henderson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the stop.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now the second down throw on target. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And open, it's cut. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 30.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again. Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Again, Goff. That's complete right around the 8. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again is gone. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
1st and 10. At their own 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In the game you're watching, it was Jared Goff with a strong 1st half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the 1st half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. Love now to pass on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. On play action, Love to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. John Johnson with the INT. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Indianapolis.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
T.Y. Hilton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
So here are the Rams to take over. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 27, Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now gone. His throw is going to be incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
For Van Jefferson.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And we take some time to spotlight T.Y. Hilton now. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh, yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Love. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy. Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Love from the gun. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Carrier. Desmond King on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
1st and 10.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jared Goff sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
Tackled back at
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway. But when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. That's taken in by Henderson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Love looking to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. But it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Love. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Love, they go play action now. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Going right back to Akers. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Kenny Moore brought him down.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Goff. And spots Henderson open left side. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down.
Gain of 6 yards.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the Colts now down on the scoreboard. A little over 40 seconds to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So now it's the Rams' turn, trailing by 4. A little over 30 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll look to throw. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Goff. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustment.